Hi guys, it's Amy with Themes to Plan, and today I am back with another video in my holiday planner series. So this video is going to be pretty straightforward. It probably will be a little bit shorter than last video too, which was a long video with like lots of moving parts. But what we're going to be doing in this video is basically putting all the pieces that I want in here, and I'll be adding to it as we go along. But certainly I want to be able to add a couple of things in here and kind of get it set up for the holiday season. And so I have here the holiday planner that I made, the cover that I made from the last video, and here is Sophia's memory book. I also have a bunch of supplies set off to the side, but I'm not quite sure how much of it I'll actually use in this video, or whether I'll be splitting up the video into multiple parts. This will be a multi-part video for sure, series at least, for sure, just because, you know, like holiday planning is something I really enjoy doing, and I like to take my time with it. I don't want to do it all in one rush, just because part of it is the anticipation of like getting ready for the holiday season. So, with that being said, one of the big things I mentioned in the last video is that my holiday season really starts from Halloween all the way through Sophia's birthday. So that's the end of October all the way through January the 5th, which is when Sophia's birthday is. And so what I'm going to do, just to kind of get us started, is pull out the pages from Sophia's memory book that are October, November, and December, those 3 months, and transfer them over here. And just so we can have it all in one spot. This Sophia's memory book is always a calendar year, so it's always January through December. And what I have done in the past, and I will probably continue doing this, is, you know, basically not start her calendar year until after her birthday party. These dividers are so cute, guys. Right, look at this one. So cute, right? You can see the way that I pull this off. You can do it one of two ways. Basically pull it from the top towards you or from the bottom away from you. I don't know why I prefer the pulling away from the bottom. All right, so those 3 months I've pulled out. This will go back on the shelf for the rest of the year, since we are still using it, August and September. And then I'm going to take these pages and put them on the disc here. And what I'm thinking is the memory pages for her memory book will be at the very beginning. I mentioned in the last video, I'm just leaving in this here for stability, but now that I'm adding stuff in, I might pull that out. So we'll see how that goes. All right, for Sophia's memory book, she has really liked having a folder right in the front, so I'm gonna leave that folder right there, and then we're gonna add the pages right in here. Wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, I must have like, oh my gosh, like I flipped some and I didn't flip some. So now they're out of order. Ugh. Okay, so I think this is right. Okay, yes, okay. So we start with October. And Sophia's memory book is a classic vertical layout, as you can see here, with at the end of each month, the kids layout from a planner, and it's been like that for the entire year. Again, for October, November, and December, it will be the same thing. And because I use this holiday planner all the way through her birthday, which is normally that first week of January, I just don't use, I mean, I'll use the memory book pages, but normally what I'll do in the next year's memory book is kind of use those first like week or 2 weeks to kind of plan out her word of the year, just like general like annual goals that I want to have for her. And so I don't really memory keep in that. I just memory keep in the holiday planner. And that's been working out pretty well for the past few years. So her stuff is in here, and that is great. She also, again, this is what she made in the previous video, but she made some, she punched some pages, or I punched some pages, and she put the pages in here. And so I'm going to leave this bookmark in here just to mark off these pages, and I'll leave that in its own little section right here, but I might make a divider for it. And then what I want to do is, now that it's memory book and like art journal stuff at the beginning, which is normally what she would have in her memory book anyway, what I'm going to add in here is the holiday side of it. And so what I have decided to do is pull like some dividers. So this was like kind of a project of sitting down and looking at what I had and what I just was willing to use for this project. And so one of the things that I realized was that I have a bunch of 2020 like old, outdated 2020 planners. And when you look at the calendar year for October, November, December, and January of 2022, so October, November, December of this year, and then the next month of 2022, it actually lines up with May, June, July, and August of 2020. And so I pulled out these pages. Basically, the divider and the pages, the monthly spread looks like this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is put these in here, and these monthly pages will serve as my monthly spread to track holiday events. So it's not going to be like memory book related stuff related to Sophia. It's going to be, some of it will be, obviously we'll track things like, when, we have Christmas Eve dinner and what our Christmas Eve plans are, anything related to the holiday. But it's going to be more so where we also track like arts and cultural events that are occurring in our city, things that we may or may not get to, but are just nice to kind of write out and see in one spot. So that's kind of what the plan is for this. And because it's outdated, it has the wrong date and things like that. But I'm going to fix all that. And so what I did right there was basically just use that monthly spread, and I didn't want this page to be here, so I pulled out this page. Now what I'm going to do is, this is one of the things I like to do with outdated pages. This is the October month that I just put in here. This May is October. Is going to be replaced by October. I like to, if I can possibly, add the currently page for that current month. So instead of having October, or like instead of having this currently page be for this divider, I like this currently page to kind of be in its own section right here. So this is the October divider, October monthly layout. I'm going to tape these two pages together, and then it's going to be the October currently page. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to put the rest of these in here, and then I'm going to kind of start taping things together and redating, and I think it will make a lot more sense once that all happens. Okay. So that was very quick and easy. So let's go back then to this May divider, which again will be October. I also pulled some labels. And so this is just like a sheet that I found with colorful boxes. What I'm going to do is just label the front of it. I'm actually just replacing the, I need to do this sideways probably. I'm going to like just cover up the front side of it and not worry about the back. You'll see what I do with the back side in just a second. All right, again, I'm not being too particular with like making sure it's straight and all of like centered, that kind of thing. If it can be centered, that'd be really nice. I really think these dividers go well with a holiday kind of theme as well. They're just nice quotes to have. This one's December, so it says great things are gonna happen. I mean, that's nice to hear in December, you know? Right? All right, so the first step is just covering up these labels. I mean the months on these tabs. All right, and then we're gonna go back, and now that I've covered it up, I pulled this sheet. This is from an extension pack. Like I still have this like one little wash day here. I'm gonna pull this off and throw it away. So I have these monthly labels right here, and I'm gonna use this to redate these months. Right, again, I'm trying not to be too precious with it, so I'm just gonna label it really quickly, and not worry quite so much about like, is it straight, that kind of thing. I don't want it to be super crooked though, so I did pull my tweezers here, so it at least is fairly straight. Okay, and again, it's not quite centered, but it is good enough. I'm totally okay with that. All right. Okay, well that's definitely not right. So this is one of the reasons why tweezers do help. Right, then December and January. Oh, I keep dropping it. Like this is, I'm not functioning well with these tweezers, basically. Okay, January. Okay, then what I'm going to do is do the back. All right, so I'm going to have to flip it the other way. Right, and then right here you can see it says May, right? And so I'm just going to white it out. Hello, whiteout, if it works. This whiteout is not working. Let me try again with a different one. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to white it out. Let me actually open this up. I don't want to white out the wrong ones because I have Sophia's memory book in here too. Okay, so that one's done. I guess I should realize that there's a difference because it should only be October, November, December, and January in here. Okay, then when it says July, that's definitely not one that belongs in here. Okay, and then August. Okay, and I just wiped that out. Again, I'm trying not to be like too particular about like perfectionism, that kind of thing, but I am going to label it. All right, so it's going to be October, November, December, and January again. I love redating. I don't know why. I just really enjoy this process. Relabeling dividers and, you know, like just reusing the outdated stuff that I have. It just gives me a sense of like I've used my supplies rather than like just, you know, gone out and bought something brand new, you know? Like I can make this holiday planner from the stuff that I have at my house, you know? So I really love that. Okay, so January, and that is it. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip back. Now we are here where it's October, right? You see that? Let me move some of this stuff. We have October. We have the October here, which I'll fix in just a second. And then the October page. So again, I hope that makes sense to you. Then we have November. Again, this is outdated, so I'll fix that in just a second. But then these two pages will be taped down, and this will be the November. December with the monthly that I'll fix in a second, and then the December page, and then of course January, which needs to be fixed for the monthly spread. And then what I had to do for January, because this planner was a calendar year one, I had to pull the page that has the perpetual calendar that has the January thing on it, the currently page on it. But I think that works just fine since I'm going to be taping it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is tape it all, tape all the stuff that I need to tape together, basically like the back of the monthly to this last page of the weekly, and just tape these two together. And then we're going to come back. I'm using glue for this, just FYI. All right, I'm doing one page, just did that, and I'm going to flip it over on the discs and just kind of line it up as best as I can. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Let me do the others. Fast forward it. Okay, I'm done. I'll just flip through one month just so you can see it. It's basically the monthly, and then it flips straight to the currently. It's just the monthly essentially with the currently page, just to so that way it's not like some random weekly page. So I think that looks perfect. And now I'm just gonna redate. What I do for redating, I will not actually date it. When I do monthly spreads like this that are redated, as long as I have the tab right here that says that it's October, I think that's, you know, that's enough for me. I don't actually need it to say on the monthly spread. Like I don't need it to say in the corner that it's October. But I do need to remove like all of these kind of holidays, all the holidays that are not for October, right? So that's pretty much it. I am done. I need to white out this part of it too. All right, I'll leave Halloween because that's correct. It's always the 31st. All right, then June. Again, I just don't need to redate. If I want to, when I get back to like actually decorating this, I might add a monthly in there. Okay, so that's there. All right, and then Thanksgiving will be the 25th, which is incorrect here. So I will white out all of this. If Veterans Day was at the very bottom, I would leave it, but I'll just white all that out. In fact, now that I did that, I'm just gonna white it out for October too. I'll just go in and handwrite all of that, or like do something with that. All right, December. All right, that is it. Well, there's a lot to white out here. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna white out all out, although some of this is correct, you know? Like Christmas is always the same date every year, and New Year's Eve is always the same date, but I'll just wait it all out. And I'll probably do something here with like all of the holidays. Just do an entire spread just for the holidays. Again, this part of it is just for holidays, cultural events, arts events, community events that we have related to the holidays. That's all that I use this section for. That's the plan, at least. It's just to use these 4 months and the 4 monthly spreads just for holidays. That is done. I have finished setting up that portion of it. Let me just check where we are in terms of thickness. Oops. It's got flipped inside out. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. And so what I'm going to do is take these covers off. Again, these were the covers that Sophia initially selected. Look at this. Look how dirty that is. I do actually let Sophia use it. Okay, so that looks like something that I need to clean off of that. Okay, so, now that we've got a lot of pages in here, it can be pretty stable on its own. So I'm very excited about using this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see. I think I'm going to leave it at that. What I'm going to do is in the next couple of videos, what I'm going to do is kind of talk you through like the setup for specific events. And so the very first one that I'm going to be doing for this holiday planner is going to be Halloween. So if you're looking forward to that, just make sure that you're subscribed and receiving notifications so that way you can see those videos come up. So I hope you enjoyed this video and just hearing my process for how I'm setting up this holiday planner and how I'm just kind of reusing some of the stuff that I have in my space. And not really being too stressed out about like having the latest and greatest for creating this holiday planner. I think also like just setting it up early and setting it up in advance will help me when the holiday season kind of hits for the planner releases. And I'll already know that I have this already set up and I don't need to run out and buy something new. Although, I mean, if there's something really nice and unique, I will consider buying it. Just like the memory keeping line, that brand new release was very unique. So I did want to buy at least one thing from that. But I don't need it either. It was just nice to have and to see what it looked like and to know that I had a plan for it to be used in my system. And I am using it right now for my teacher work planner. So that was a total side note. I don't know why I got off on that tangent. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. And until the next video, bye guys.